The New Year's Day murder of 30-year-old Dino Vrieslaar, an active member of Outright Namibia who was recently stabbed to death by a female suspect, has raised concern for Outright Namibia on the safety of LGBTQI persons. According to reports, Vrieslaar was brutally attacked by a gang after he confronted a female suspect who is believed to be 15 years of age for allegedly robbing his brother. Today on One visited the residence of the late Dino Freestar, situated on Temple Street in Dolam, where we found his grieving mother and partner. The mother of Freestar described her late son as an honest person and expressed that she has found peace by forgiving the suspects who brutally took the life of her only child.
It's my child. He was a very honest person and everyone's friend. Some of his friends say that when you are just a few minutes in his company, then he has already stolen your heart. That is why I want to say that I am at peace. God gave me peace. Those kids that did this to me, it's sad. I will always be hurt, but I just want to say that I forgive them. God will deal with them.
Clarence Afrikaner, the partner of the late Vrieslaar, said he recently came out as an openly gay person and Vrieslaar was his first partner. According to Afrikaner, as a member of the LGBTQI community, he does not feel safe due to the homophobia that exists in his community.
The 9 months we spent together, it felt like we have been for many years together. He was always honest. Whatever I do, he will stand by me and I will stand by him. He will support me. He will be there for me through hard times. And for me as a young person, it's coming out gay. Dino was the first partner I had. So my parents didn't meet him, but he was very open with me. I met his mom and we became family. I lived in this house with them. In this location, I don't feel safe. I think a lot of people in this location are homophobic. They don't know what actually a gay person is and they're blaming us for being gay, because I don't think we should be blamed for who we are. It's like what we wanna be. Like it's just something that's in us and we wanna live our life freely.
Speaking to Today on One, representatives of Outright Namibia said that the murder of Vrieslaar points to an element of gang-related violence aimed at LGBTQI persons and that they often feel discriminated against when reporting such cases to law enforcement officers.
What we have found is that there seems to be an element of a group there, what we would call a gang, who seems to be targeting LGBT persons. So we can't discount to say that definitely because of their sexual orientation and identity, that this could have been a reason for these attacks. But because it's an ongoing active investigation by the police to determine what was the real motives and cause, we can't proclaim ourselves and say it was just because of their orientation and gender identity and such. And hence me saying that, you know, as a general, we know that there are instances where our community is targeted, discriminated against. There can be abuse mentally and emotionally. There is sometimes physical attacks also. So there is an element of risk, definitely. And there are those people who are targeting our community out there.
There are ongoing cases that we receive on a daily, weekly basis of members that are constantly harassed, constantly bullied, constantly attacked. And in this case of Dino, that also leads to fatal outcomes. So the safety of the LGBTI community in Namibia specifically is very, it's undertold. The members don't feel safe. Even in their own homes, they don't feel safe because they are not accepted. And especially where they need some assistance from the law enforcement, they are treated as social outcasts. And because of that, their cases are not taken seriously. And so the follow-up on that, it's very hard to then mitigate such instances of violence and brutal gang violence, for instance.
Outright Namibia offers counseling to members of the LGBTQI community and has structures in all 14 regions with coordinators in Wolfish Bay, Swakopmund, Keetmanshoop, and Windhoek. The suspects were arrested and the body of the late Vrieslaar will be laid to rest this Saturday at the Kommersdal Cemetery in Windhoek.